Have you ever noticed that constipation seems to sneak up more often as you get older? It's one of those frustrating and uncomfortable problems that a lot of people over 60 silently deal with, but rarely talk about. Yet here's the truth that many don't realize: constipation is not just an unavoidable part of aging. It's a signal, a message from your body that your digestive system needs a little help. And the good news, you don't need expensive medications or harsh treatments to solve it. In fact, around 99% of constipation issues can be greatly improved or completely eliminated just by choosing the right foods. In this video, we're going to walk you through 5 specific foods that can help get your digestive system moving again, naturally, gently, and effectively. These aren't just random recommendations. Each of these foods is packed with fiber, nutrients, and natural properties that support gut health, ease bowel movements, and reduce the need for laxatives that can often leave you feeling worse than before. And by the end of this video, you'll have a simple and practical plan to reduce bloating, improve regularity, and feel lighter and healthier from the inside out. Let's start with a food that's earned its reputation for a reason. Number 1, prunes, nature's most powerful digestive remedy. Prunes might look unassuming, those small, wrinkled purple fruits that some associate with their grandparents' pantry, but don't underestimate them. They're rich in fiber and contain a compound called sorbitol, a natural sugar alcohol that pulls water into your intestines and softens stool, making it easier to pass. If you've been dealing with irregularity, adding prunes to your diet could be the easiest and most effective change you make. Many people avoid them because they seem like an old person's food. But here's the truth: they work, and they work well. Unlike chemical laxatives that can lead to cramping, discomfort, or even dependency over time, prunes support your body's natural rhythm, helping you become regular again in a gentle, consistent way. Take the story of Lawrence, for example. At 70 years old, he lives in a peaceful suburb outside of Portland, Oregon. Lawrence had been battling constipation on and off for years. First, he tried fiber powders stirred into juice. Then he moved on to over-the-counter laxatives that made him feel sick more often than relieved. Nothing offered lasting help. That is until a routine doctor visit changed everything. His doctor, after hearing his symptoms and long list of unsuccessful solutions, simply said, "Try prunes." Lawrence chuckled. Prunes were yellow, but willing to give anything a shot, he started eating 3 or 4 a day with breakfast. Within the week, something changed. He noticed that his digestion became more regular. He no longer had that tight, bloated feeling every evening. And perhaps most importantly, he wasn't relying on pills or powders anymore. That's the beauty of prunes. Just a small handful a day can deliver noticeable benefits. You can eat them plain, toss them into your morning oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or even chop them into a salad. However you enjoy them, the results remain consistent: better digestion, less discomfort, and a more predictable bathroom routine. For many seniors, it's a small daily habit that can dramatically improve quality of life. If you've been dealing with constipation and haven't tried prunes yet, now's the time to ask yourself, what do you have to lose? They're natural, safe, affordable, and easy to find at any grocery store. But more than that, they might just be the solution your body has been waiting for. Give them a chance, and you might be pleasantly surprised at how quickly your digestive health improves. Stay with us, because next we're exploring another tiny but mighty food: chia seeds, and how they can transform your gut health. Unlike some fiber options that can be harsh on the stomach, chia seeds offer a gentler approach to digestive relief. These tiny seeds are packed with soluble fiber, and when they absorb liquid, they transform into a gel-like consistency that helps soften stool and promote smoother digestion. They work with your body instead of against it, making them ideal for seniors who want relief without discomfort. Let's take a closer look at someone who discovered their power. Dolores, a 68-year-old retired school teacher living in Charleston, South Carolina. For most of her life, Dolores had a fairly regular digestive routine. But as she entered her late 60s, she noticed things slowing down. Meals she once digested with ease left her feeling bloated and sluggish. She tried the usual remedies: fiber pills, brand cereals, and over-the-counter supplements, but nothing worked consistently. Some caused gas, others left her feeling worse, and all of them felt like temporary fixes. One afternoon during a neighborhood coffee gathering, her friend Teresa mentioned chia seeds. "Just a spoonful in my yogurt every morning," she said, "and I haven't had any trouble since." Dolores was skeptical. Chia seeds, Those trendy little specks she'd seen in health food stores, still with nothing to lose, she decided to give it a try. The next morning, she added a tablespoon of chia seeds to her vanilla yogurt and let it sit for 10 minutes. She did the same thing the following day, and by the end of the week, she noticed something remarkable. Her digestion was noticeably better. The uncomfortable bloating began to subside. She no longer dreaded long afternoons feeling backed up. Instead, she felt lighter, more energetic, and more in tune with her body's natural rhythms. That's the subtle power of chia seeds. They're flavorless, so you can easily mix them into almost anything. Oatmeal smoothies, salad dressings, even baked goods. The key is letting them soak in liquid so they can do their job properly. Once they expand, they become a natural broom for your digestive system, sweeping through and helping things move as they should. For Dolores, chia seeds became a daily ritual. She even began making overnight chia pudding, blending almond milk, honey, and berries for a tasty breakfast. It became not just a digestive solution, but a comforting part of her routine. "I never thought something so simple could make such a difference," she said. "It's like giving my body a gentle nudge instead of a push." And that's exactly what chia seeds offer. They don't shock your system into working. They support it. And over time, that consistent, kind support adds up to better digestion, improved energy, and more confidence in your daily life. If you've been suffering in silence thinking constipation is just part of aging, maybe it's time to rethink that. Try adding a spoonful of chia seeds to your meals this week. Give your body the help it needs and deserves. You might be surprised at how quickly things begin to change. If you're still watching and finding this video helpful, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss future tips. Now let's move forward to number 3, another gentle, time-tested remedy that belongs in every senior's kitchen. Sweet potatoes are more than just a holiday side dish. They're one of the most effective natural remedies for constipation, especially for older adults seeking gentle solutions. These bright orange root vegetables are rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, which helps bulk up stool and promote healthy, regular bowel movements. They also contain plenty of water and essential nutrients like potassium and vitamin A, making them an ideal food for supporting gut health without the need for harsh laxatives or synthetic supplements. Let's look at George, a 70-year-old retired mail carrier living in Asheville, North Carolina. George had always been active, walking miles each day during his postal routes. But after retirement, his physical activity slowed, and so did his digestion. He found himself increasingly uncomfortable, battling bloating, sluggishness, and irregularity. At first, he turned to over-the-counter remedies, including fiber powders and stool softeners, but the effects were inconsistent and often came with unpleasant side effects. One morning, while catching up with his daughter Rachel over coffee, she mentioned how sweet potatoes had helped her improve her own digestion. Skeptical but intrigued, George picked up a few at the local farmer's market and began adding them to his meals. He baked one with a touch of cinnamon for breakfast, roasted them with herbs for dinner, and even mashed them as a creamy side dish. After just a few days, he started noticing real change. His stomach felt less tense, bloating was reduced, and he was becoming more regular without effort or discomfort. Sweet potatoes are gentle on the digestive tract. Unlike certain high-fiber grains or supplements that can cause gas or cramping, sweet potatoes work in harmony with your body. The naturally occurring fiber helps keep things moving, while their hydrating properties support smoother passage of waste. And because they're soft, they're easy to chew and digest, an important factor for many seniors dealing with sensitive digestion. As George continued incorporating sweet potatoes into his meals a few times a week, the benefits multiplied. He no longer worried about his digestion, which gave him more confidence to stay active and social. He started gardening again, attending local walking groups, and even hosted potlucks, where his famous baked sweet potato wedges became a hit. They're also incredibly versatile. You can cube and roast them with olive oil, and rosemary, mash them with a splash of almond milk, or blend them into hearty soups for added nutrition. Their natural sweetness pairs well with both savory and sweet dishes, and they're satisfying without being heavy. Another bonus, sweet potatoes are packed with antioxidants that support not only digestion, but also overall health. They help reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and provide long-lasting energy without the crash of processed carbs. For seniors looking to maintain a healthy lifestyle without complicating their meals, sweet potatoes are a simple and delicious choice. Take a cue from George. He thought constipation was something he just had to live with, a natural part of getting older. But all it took was a few servings of this humble vegetable to prove that change is possible and easier than he expected. As he puts it, it's amazing what the right food can do. I didn't need pills, I just needed to eat smarter. So if you've been struggling with irregularity, consider adding sweet potatoes to your grocery list this week. Bake one mash, one roast one. It doesn't matter how you prepare them. What matters is that you're choosing a food that works with your body, not against it. If you're still watching and finding this video helpful, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you never miss more natural, senior-friendly health tips. Now let's move forward to number 5, an ancient gut-friendly drink that could completely transform your digestive health. Kefir is more than just a tangy drink. It's a gut-rebuilding powerhouse that works from the inside out. Unlike quick-fix laxatives or short-term remedies, kefir addresses constipation by restoring the natural balance of bacteria in the digestive system. This fermented dairy drink is packed with probiotics, those beneficial bacteria that support smooth digestion, reduce inflammation, and help your body absorb nutrients more effectively over time. Let's take a closer look at Dorothy, a 73-year-old retired librarian living in Missoula, Montana. For years, Dorothy struggled with unpredictable digestion. She ate a relatively healthy diet, drank plenty of water, and walked daily, but still faced frequent bloating and discomfort that left her feeling sluggish and out of sync. Her doctor suggested probiotics, and that's when Dorothy first heard about kefir. She was skeptical, it sounded foreign, maybe even a little strange, but she decided to give it a try. Dorothy started small. She added just half a glass of kefir to her breakfast routine, blending it with a few strawberries and a banana. By the 3rd day, she already noticed subtle shifts, less bloating, a lighter feeling after meals, and more regular bowel movements. After a week, she felt like her digestion was finally working with her instead of against her. It was gentle, effective, and best of all, natural. That's the real benefit of kefir. It doesn't force your system into action, it supports it, nurtures it, and helps it rebuild from within. And it's easy to fit into your daily life. You can drink it plain, stir it into a smoothie, or pour it over cereal and fruit. Its slightly tangy flavor becomes part of your morning rhythm, and its effects become part of your everyday comfort. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on the 5 simple but powerful foods we've shared. Constipation after 60 isn't something you have to silently accept. It's something you can actively improve. You don't need complicated regimens or harsh medicines. What you truly need is nourishment that works with your body, not against it. So what spoke to you most today? Have you already tried oatmeal or sweet potatoes? Are you curious now to try chia seeds or give kefir a chance? Maybe you've realized how easy it is to shift your habits with just a few smart changes. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share one insight you're taking away from this video or one small action you're planning to try. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. Or if something we said really resonated with you, leave a comment with the number 9. It tells us we're making content that truly matters to you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you won't miss the next video packed with natural tips and real stories that make healthy aging feel simple and empowering. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. As someone moving through the later stages of life, I find Dorothy's story deeply relatable. The quiet battle with bloating, the sense that your body isn't quite cooperating anymore, and the frustration of trying everything healthy without consistent results, it's something many of us silently endure. What strikes me most is the lesson that healing doesn't always require drastic change. Often it's the small, consistent choices like adding kefir to a morning routine that quietly transform how we feel each day. In a world where quick fixes are marketed endlessly, there's something profoundly human and empowering about choosing nourishment that respects the body's natural rhythm. Kefir isn't just a trendy health drink. It represents a larger philosophy of aging, supporting our systems with compassion rather than forcing them to perform. For those of us over 60, it's a reminder that our digestive health is still within our control and that we deserve comfort, vitality, and ease. What I take from this is more than dietary advice. It's a mindset. Aging isn't about decline, it's about adjusting wisely. Whether it's kefir, oatmeal, sweet potatoes, or chia seeds, these foods offer more than relief, they offer dignity. I now see my kitchen differently. Not as a place of restriction, but as a place of possibility. So if you're watching this and wondering where to begin, start small. Try what feels doable. Give your body the gentle support it's asking for, because at the heart of this journey isn't just better digestion, it's a better quality of life, one choice at a time. Thank you for spending your time with us today. If this video offered you new insights, helpful advice, or simply made you feel seen in your own journey with aging and digestion, we'd love to know. Your voice matters here. So if something truly resonated with you, please comment the number 9 below. That tells us this content made a real difference. On the other hand, if you didn't find it especially useful but still appreciated the effort, a simple like helps us grow and improve. Either way, your feedback fuels our mission to support your health with care, understanding, and practical wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss our next video filled with real stories, natural solutions, and heartfelt encouragement. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself, because small choices today create stronger, happier tomorrows. We're grateful to have you with us.